Unit 1. Some basic concepts in chemistry. Have you ever wondered how rusting of iron occurs? How the drugs work in our body? How the water boils? Answer for all these questions can come under a single word: chemistry. Chemistry is the branch of science that deals with the composition, structure, and properties of matter, and the changes that matter undergoes, or the reactions that the matter undergoes. Then, what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. You are already familiar with this definition of matter. Before knowing more about matter, we can know how important is chemistry in our daily life. Chemistry plays an important role in science and is interlinked with other branches like pharmaceutical, medicine, agriculture, nutrition, biotechnology, etc. Principles of chemistry are applicable in diverse areas such as weather patterns, manufacturing fertilizers, soaps, detergents, dyes, drugs, etc. Chemistry contributes to a large extent in the development and growth of a nation. Design and synthesis of new materials having specific magnetic, electric, and optical properties like superconducting ceramics, conducting polymers, optical fibers, etc., made the contributions greater. In recent years, safer alternatives of environmentally hazardous refrigerants like CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon, responsible for the depletion of stratosphere have successfully synthesized. For being a good chemist or to understand the applications of chemistry in different fields, we should understand the basic concept of chemistry, and that begins with the concept of matter. Based on the arrangement of constituent particles, the matter can exist in three physical states. One is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is gaseous. Now let us look at the constituent particle arrangements. In solid, we can see that the constituent particles are arranged in orderly fashion and are held very close to each other. So the particles will not have much freedom of movement. That is, solid have definite volume and definite shape. In liquids, the particles are loosely held together and hence can move around. That is, the liquids have definite volume but do not have definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are placed. However, in gaseous state, the molecules are far apart as compared to solids and liquids, so they can move easily and fastly. That is, gases have neither definite volume nor definite shape. From the pictorial representation, we can see that as the solid gets heated, it converts to liquid. On further heating, it changes to gaseous state. Similarly, in the reverse process, gaseous state cools to liquid, and on further cooling, it converts to solid. The three states are interconvertible by changing the conditions of temperature and pressure. Matter can be classified into two. First one is pure substance, second one is mixtures. Pure substances are substances that are made up of only one kind of particles and has a fixed or constant ratio. For example, carbon dioxide. It only consists of carbon and oxygen in fixed ratio. And glucose. Glucose consists of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in fixed proportions. When elements or compounds are mixed together in any proportion, it results in the formation of mixture. Here the composition may vary. For example, seawater, and sugar solution. Seawater is salt and water, whereas sugar solution is sugar plus water. Pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds. Elements are substances which consist of only one kind of atoms. These particles may exist as atoms or molecules. For example, hydrogen H2, oxygen O2, copper and sodium. It cannot be separated into its constituents by physical or chemical means. For example, oxygen cannot be separated into constituent particles of oxygen atoms. The next classification is compounds. When two or more atoms of different elements combine together in a definite ratio, a compound is obtained. Example, carbon dioxide, water, NH3, etc. The constituents of the compound cannot be separated into similar substance by physical methods, but they can be separated by chemical methods. For example, oxygen and hydrogen are present in water by 1:2 ratio. That is, water can be separated into its constituents hydrogen and oxygen by electrolysis, but cannot be separated by any of the physical methods like distillation, fractional distillation, filtration, etc. Also remember, the properties of compounds are different from those of its constituent element. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are gases, whereas the compound formed by their combination, that is, water, is a liquid. An interesting thing is, hydrogen burns with a pop sound and oxygen helps in combustion, but water is used as a fire extinguisher.